didn't you? You were
25th on my birthday.
We went
Yeah, Friday.
So we've been in the calendar month.
Was it all like different hotels and that?
This is Big Brother. You are reminded that your nominations must be your own choice and must not be influenced by any of the other housemates. Under Big Brother rules, you must give full, frank and valid reasons for each of your nominations. Housemates are reminded that Cameron is not eligible for nomination this week. However, he will still be able to nominate.
That's cool. That means I'm not doing anything. Yeah. So watch.
You will be called to the diary room in alphabetical order. Would Goss come to the diary room?
Go on, Goss.
Promptly.
It's not Goss.
Don't hesitate.
That's swaggering.
It's going to be about
Come on, Goss.
Stephen, half-hour Goss.
Yeah, paramedics.
You guys are nice. Big,
First one is Ray, because sometimes he has a short fuse.
Could you elaborate further how you came to this decision?
With Ray, when he loses it, you kind of think, okay, mate, you got to calm down a bit. And people lose the plot in other ways. Some people just like sit there and stew in it. Ray's got a way of just exploding, and that's just his way, man. There's nothing wrong with it, but it makes you feel a bit uncomfortable sometimes. Second one, Nush, because sometimes she talks and it seems to be more focused on her. She doesn't let other people, talk.
Can you give an example of this?
She's done a lot more than everybody else, so it's obviously she's got more to tell. And sometimes somebody's talking and she'll say, oh yeah, I remember when I did this and I did that. And then you feel like, well, okay, give the other person a chance, but sometimes I think she gets caught up with her experiences.
So you think I should take a
nap?
I don't want to be rude, but I'm going to go for one. I know it's like, everybody's thinking, oh no.
Do whatever you feel.
Should be entertaining you.
Whatever you fancy.
Yeah, I need to have a little bit of sleep.
Me too.
Good man.
You bugger, you.
We got it. What was it? But you like to.
You feel grilled.
She's letting you drink anyway.
They really grill you in there, Gus.
Yeah. They just don't give you a chance, you know what I mean?
Don't worry about it, man.
You're right, Goss. Don't worry.
You never ages.
in general.
Will Nush come to the diary room?
Not in Heathrow, but in South Johannesburg, you have to wear the...
But when you were in the London airport, you didn't have to wear a blindfold.
Because there,
T3
nobody knows.
Yeah.
But in South Africa, because it's in South Africa, everybody knows.
I'm going to pick Goss because when he's cooking, he won't let me pick at the food.
Could you elaborate further why this has caused you to nominate this housemate?
Oh, because I really can't think of anything, and so I was trying to think of things each person might do, or this week, I know it might look like it's not hard, but this week is really, really hard.
Can you explain further how that housemate's not letting you pick at food has brought you to nominate them?
Oh God, well it hasn't really. When you put it like that, it sounds like crap. Okay, I'm going to change it. He does the most amazingly stinky farts. I can't believe I didn't even remember this. And his farts stink. That's just as crap as the other one. And that's unpleasant. His farts smell. And he farts continuously. Fart, fart, fart.
Now could you give the name of your second nomination and explain your reasons for this nomination?
Steph. Because she's so busy, sometimes she leaves nothing left to be done. And sometimes doing things is fun. I've got another reason. She was to go up for nomination, and I think she, not that anyone else would take it badly, but I think she would hold the least grudges, or if any. I think she would take it very well.
Is it warm there now?
It's in the middle. It's winter's just begun,
so it's a bit nippy. Hey, actually, at night, I was telling you, at night, you cannot be out there and just sit without some kind of
blanket.
It's really cold. But people do it because you get tired of being indoors.
That's
man.
right. You need different.
You need.
Is the jacuzzi
See,
warm?
Cameron's from Orkney, which is like
freezing.
Really far up north. I mean, it's that's the tip of Scotland. He's there, and then Norway's there. So he's quite close to the North Pole.
Arctic.
He's talking about Northern Lights, and in the winter there, you're lucky to get maybe 4 or 5 hours of daylight.
Okay.
Sort of thing.
Yeah, was that a long time?
Yes.
It was the grill.
Mind you, Goss was a while as well.
I was sitting there thinking, I want porridge.
Would Ray come to the dining room?
Yeah.
No.
Go on, Ray.
Go on, Ray. Man, I am gonna. You see what it's like now? You getting a taster.
I'm gonna taste this fatigue.
I don't.
I think we might get an hour
I'm
shot.
gonna do what I said.
Right. My first nomination is going to be Tanya on Saturday when I got in the reward room. After Cameron left the nush out, it would have been, and he chose Tanya to go in. She said something. Cameron made a comment or something like that, and she took it really bad, and she kind of more than slagged him off after he picked her to go in. I thought that was a bit bad, bit bang out of line. Second person I'm going to nominate, purely because I have to, is Steph. I don't think she'd be too bothered if she was to go on Friday. I think she'd be fairly happy to go.
Ray, ultimately, the nominations you deliver in the diary room will lead to one of your fellow housemates being evicted this week.
Yeah.
Are you happy with the reason that you have given to make your second nomination?
I am, but as I said, I don't know what else to say. The rest of the housemates that are here can bring more to the group. Some of them are more up for it, more up for having a laugh. Like say if we do get drunk and we play kind of games, I think she'd be more like on the kind of Cameron side where she'd kind of shy off a bit, and while the others would just really go for it, like just have a good time, like because they know it's just for a laugh.
Here comes the babe.
No, please.
The hot
I got
stuff.
so caught up in it. I thought I was watching Big Brother. As I'm watching Big Brother.
Don't do that.
There we are.
We had 6 minutes.
Brilliant.
We're taller. Somebody else taller than me.
No way.
What's
Like
that?
I said, normally, I think whatever excuses I give, they just go, blah blah blah. Like fair enough, that's good enough. But I actually gave you a total grill this time.
Yeah.
See, the trick is, don't become such. I mean, you're friends, of course. But
Yeah, I know what you mean. Yeah, don't take it to
Yeah.
heart.
We've said that already.
We've said that, but
that's
it's easier said than done. Like
If you naturally gel, then.
Yeah, that's the problem.
Would Scott come to the dining room?
No, what was saying please again? That's last week.
Almost though, if you don't sort of bond and become friends, I don't think you enjoyed your time in here.
You'd be like, I was there.
Always on edge. I couldn't do that.
You were in there for a while, son.
I was in there for a while.
Yeah, you were.
Was I?
Everybody's been. Everybody has.
The name of my first nomination is Steph. There's a bit of coldness between us sometimes. Though I don't think she warms to me particularly well. We do our best, but I think we know there's a little bit of a barrier there that I don't feel with other people. I feel that there's a barrier that has to be sort of crossed.
Could you explain further what you mean by barrier between yourself and the housemate you've chosen to nominate?
Yeah, I'll try. I don't always feel I can be my true self with Steph because I'm maybe a bit more concerned about what she thinks about me, or I feel like I get away with less stuff with Steph than other members of the group. Like, you can say stuff and she'll go, oh, Scott, or maybe I sometimes feel she's quick to disagree with a point that I make, but doesn't disagree with, if another housemate made that point. But I don't think she dislikes me, but I do feel that I maybe get a slightly harder time off Steph than other housemates do. The name of my second nomination, I'm very sorry to have to do this again, is Tanya. There's moments where I get on with Tanya, I get like a house on fire. I say she's a sweet girl. However, she's also she can be the rudest member of the group sometimes. She says that she takes offence at things too easy. And the other night when we were in the reward room, I mean, we're having to pick on the smallest of things, Big Brother, to nominate people, as I'm sure you're aware, and I pick on how Tanya reacted to Cameron telling her she couldn't smoke at the table, he was only messing about, and I think she reacted quite badly to that. She was very, she looked very unappreciative, for starters, that Cameron had just let her come into, basically chosen her to come into the reward room ahead of another housemate, and I didn't appreciate that, so it wasn't necessarily something she did against me, it was just a side of it that I saw that I thought wasn't too good.
We need to do something like a toad in the hole with mashed potato.
When Cameron gets back, yeah, all of you should act totally nonchalantly. Hey, Cameron, what's up? And just see the reaction in his face.
Just exactly.
Don't
even acknowledge
don't be like, hey, just be like, hey, what's up?
Do you know what I mean?
He
Thank
has
you.
been
You can
your.
do that for...
You'll be like,
What's going on?
Thank you.
Just
Oh,
get
it's
quick.
me now.
Grilled,
Really?
mullered,
Don't worry about it.
turned over, grilled again.
Oh, step it up next. Ooh.
Stick a fork in me, I'm done.
What's your thought? False.
Would Steph come to the dining room?
Go on, Sophie.
Susie. We're seeing an hour.
Yeah, that's so stupid. I get really control of that.
It takes eight. That's why it's
You might
always
well get called in, actually.
always takes
I
an
don't know
hour,
what you
an hour
said,
and a
but...
half.
I'll give you a name, but I'm not sure about the reasons yet. Right. Because... Can I do my next one first and then I'll go back to Ray? Would that be okay or not?
You are allowed to move on to your second nomination if you wish.
Thank you. And my second nomination, this is horrible, is Nush. Because when she gets up in the morning, she hides herself, and I think she's beautiful. I don't know why she has to worry about her appearance.
Can you explain why this has led you to make this nomination?
Oh, God. Because I personally wouldn't do that.
Why wouldn't you yourself do that?
Oh. Because it looks like you're trying to hide something when there's nothing to hide, so I'd feel stupid doing that. Oh, I don't know.
Would you please now go back to your first nomination and the reasons for this nomination?
I picked Ray because of sort of his like little temper that he's got. Like he thinks that the big brother's trying to do one over on us sort of attitude, and that is quite annoying.
Steph, why has this behaviour had an impact on you?
The Scout Challenge, when we failed that, his reaction for us losing, he was going, oh, but we've all worked really hard and everything, which is true, but the fact is one of the three of us got answered something wrong in here for the last part of the Scout Challenge, and that's how it goes. But he obviously felt that he needed to challenge that, whereas I, and I'm sure the majority of us, realised that a mistake was made, so he lost.
Who?
Well, I was encouraging it.
Scott.
Scott.
Scott
I
Nush.
have no memory of this at all.
Hello.
You are, babe.
Scott Nush.
So, we
Was I there for the longest?
Memory. Where were we? Over there?
To the corner.
Was I there for the longest?
Not the longest, no.
I felt like I was in there forever.
Were they? When?
Yeah, someone actually talked to him, speaker said down there.
We sat here all afternoon.
Come on, listen, son.
Maybe they've forgotten about
Hurry
Want
the
some
F
bread?
up.
Would Tanya come to the dining room?
Thanks, Millie.
Remember, 20 seconds.
You what?
Be harsh.
Yeah, but...
I don't know who he is.
Okay, first of all, I don't have anyone to nominate. would you be able to make up a decision for my nominations or not? Do I have to nominate 2 people?
The rules state quite clearly that you will be required to nominate 2 people for eviction each week.
Okay. My first nomination is going to be Goss. Sometimes I find that he can take certain things a bit too emotionally.
Is this the only reason you've come to nominate this housemate?
Yeah. I don't know what to say about... I mean, I think the whole thing sucks, quite frankly. If you can turn around and say, you know, we can't nominate Cameron for 2 weeks, you know, it's just... I don't know who to nominate. I don't know. I don't want to nominate Goss. You know, I think he's a great guy. You know, what am I going to nominate Ray? Why? Oh, because sometimes when he gets drunk, he can be annoying. So what? Oh, that's a character. What am I going to nominate? Scott? Why? Because he's middle of the road man, and sometimes I feel that maybe he's not that opinionated, when really he does want to say his opinion, he just won't because it'll be bad to the group. That's not a bloody reason. It does not affect me. You know, what am I going to do? Nominate Stephanie and Nush? Why? Because I want to be the only girl left in the Big Brother house? I don't think so. Oh, I don't know what to do. I know you're thinking I'll just shut up and just nominate, you know. But I don't. I wish that there was a reason that I could give, or even something that I could read out, or even something that someone could tell me. I'd do it, but I've got nothing in my head that I can nominate someone for. And yet it's shallow. Look, I'm putting up someone for nomination. Why? Because he's emotional. Because he's too sensitive. Oh, yeah, I can really talk about being oversensitive. Bloody hell. It's just... Well, there wasn't any need for that speech, there was there? Oh, God, I'm cracking up.
Tanya, you have chosen to nominate that housemate rather than any of your other fellow housemates. You must have a reason for coming to that decision.
I've given it to you. My second nomination will be Scott. Why? Because sometimes I feel that he wants to, you know, put across his opinion, but he doesn't. So that he doesn't side with anybody. But that is the best that I can think of. And if I could think of something worse to say, then I'd say it. I don't want to annoy you, and I don't want you to be annoyed by me. I can't think of anything else apart from that.
Tanya, Big Brother would like to remind you that housemates are required to give 2 frank, honest and valid reasons for nominating each week.
Okay.
If you persist in giving invalid reasons for your nominations, you may be issued with a formal warning.
Okay.
Thank you, Tanya.
Thank you.
Well done, Tanya.
Well done.
Was that long?
Quite long.
Fair amount, mate.
Sorted.
Thank you, housemates, for your cooperation.
They grill you.
Yeah, it was really like... Is that a reason for ejecting your housemate on
Yeah,
Friday?
and when they put it like that, you go, no, it isn't.
I was like, no, it isn't.
Would Gaetano come to the diary room?
Whoa! No, here we go. Now you're awake. God. I heard that name. I thought, what?
He's nominated, man.
Wake up, Gaetano.
You are out.
Oh, don't say that.
Don't worry about it, man. It's only a game. Don't pick me.
Gaetano, as a guest in the British Big Brother house, you will not be asked to nominate your new housemates.
Thank you very much.
However, Big Brother would ask that you relay Cameron's nominations from South Africa.
Okay. Wow.
Gaetano, please pick up the phone and ask Cameron for the name of his first nomination and explain his reasons for this nomination.
Hello, Cameron?
Hello.
Yes, can I please have the name of your first nomination?
Yes, the name of the first nominee is Tanya. The reason is, whenever there's alcohol, she ends up spilling it. She gets drunk very quickly, and I think it frustrates other housemates.
Okay. Is that the only reason?
Yes. The second nominee is Noosh.
Is who?
Noosh.
Ah, okay, yes. And the reason?
And the reason is, I think the likelihood is that she will be the first person to be bored out of the group that's left.
Elaborate.
Well, I think that the other housemates will find it easier to occupy themselves. At times, she can be a little bit mopey. Do you hear what I say?
She can be mopey?
Yeah. At times, she has a fed-up expression. And I think as fewer people end up in the house, as more people leave, it'll cause that to become worse.
Okay. I hear where you're coming from. I don't know her, but maybe Big Brother will want you to elaborate more on her bored, fed-up, mopey behavior.
Right.
Gaetano, if you could please once again just confirm the names of the two people that Cameron has chosen to nominate.
Cameron, can I confirm with you that you have nominated Tanya?
Yes.
And you have nominated Noosh?
Yes, both names are correct.
Both names are correct, Big Brother.
Thank you, Gaetano. You may replace the receiver to the telephone and you may leave the diary room.
Okay, thank you, Cameron.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Who goes? You decide. To evict Noosh, call 09011 214407. To evict Steph, call 09011 214411. To evict Tanya, call 09011 214412. Or text VOTE with the name of the housemate you want to evict to 85444.